Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Lima Tarot, artwork by Renata Lechner. Hopefully that focuses so you can see the spelling if you're interested. On the bottom is a website, Los Garebo, I believe, .com. And then there's the Facebook thing below that if you're interested. The Facebook thingy, as they technically say. Supportive Oracle cards. You are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, use an umbrella. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Okay, you have like jumpers. But, alright, how many of these do we have to have? Come on. You had one card fall out of the tarot deck when I was shuffling. And then you got these other ones popping out of the Oracle deck. They're all face down. Okay, there's another one. For the love of Pete. Which is not, might not be bad. Might not be bad. Let's see. I don't know. It's weird because it's like unexpected things, and I'm not really sure if I'm a fan of it. Okay, so there's the normal plan that's supposed to happen. We got that. Personal transformation. It's not a bad thing. I just feel like things are going to go somewhere that I'm not expecting them, is what I keep getting. There's one, no, there's two. You got the Knight of, not the Knight? Yeah, the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands coming in here. Which is random change, and sometimes that change is unavoidable, and sometimes when that change comes through, like, how to explain this? This is kind of like, it's kind of like a house fire sometimes. Even if you rebuild, it may not be the same thing that you had before, if you follow me. It won't be exactly the way it was. Okay, so there's a lot with this. I feel a lot coming in. Whatever the situation is, you've had it locked down for the longest time. This is where it's supposed to be. This is what it is. Doesn't mean it's the best situation, but you've made peace with it. It's kind of like, yeah, I know what it is. And for whatever reason, it's kind of like, maybe it's not the best, but I know what to handle it. I know how to handle. I know where it's going to go. I know where it's going to stay, or where it's supposed to stay anyway. That's getting, there's a change. I keep feeling like this might be a situation where you're like, all right, me and so-and-so, we don't get along that great, but we have certain responsibilities that we both uphold to. They do what they're supposed to do. I do what I'm supposed to do. We don't really like each other, but we coexist the way we need to. It could be something like that. So I'm not expecting it to change. I feel like I can depend on them to a point. If that makes sense, I can depend on certain things that I may not like that much, but I'm like, yeah, but I know they do it, so so it is what it is. Something is just changing the landscape. Somebody else, if it's another person that you're like, I don't really care for them, but I know what to expect from them, and we coexist. It may be a very complicated relationship. Like, there's a lot with this. Kind of like, I don't really care for them, but maybe you do have feelings for them. Like, you do care what happens to them. Hanging out with them may not be something you like to do, but knowing that they're okay and they're taken care of may be something that's important to you, if that makes sense. I know that Taurus can be very complicated at times. I think of Taurus as like very private about certain things. I don't know why we're going there, but this may be a very private situation. Again, I keep getting like somebody like, I don't really care for them. Nobody really expects me to care for them, but I do care for them. Like, I do care what happens to them, but I don't like hanging out with them. Something like that. There's a new development coming in. This is also a fire card. Sometimes talks about Aries. Doesn't have to be an Aries person, but could be. There's a new development. Something new, something unexpected. Something is coming in. Don't get caught up in the gender of this card, by the way. This doesn't have to be a male. especially with a general read. But this talks about somebody very powerful. They know what they want. They come in. They're very blatant about it. They don't hold anything back. They're just like this, that. They'll tell you how it is. They don't play games. This energy is coming in. When this comes in, this is a little okay. This is going to change the landscape of what's going on here. This energy coming in, I don't think you're going to be the one lying to them, but the person that you don't care for may have pulled some BS to get this person on their side or something like that, and this person believes in them at this time for whatever reason. I would keep a distance from this. This is going to be an issue. If this plays out the way I'm feeling it's going to be, it's you, the person you really don't care for, and then this person's coming in to help the person you really don't care for. They see something in this person that they think is true that ultimately may be false. When that comes apart, this could be a bloodbath. Because this person doesn't... This energy usually doesn't have a very pleasant temper, just to be fair. When they get ticked off, it's quite evident, and you hear it from one end of the house to the other without... You don't have to wonder what they said. You know exactly what they said because it came through clear. And they're not happy. Everybody knows. I would just keep a little distance from this. This might be brutal at some point, and not towards you, but you don't want to be caught in the crossfire. So I'm like, it's making me nervous. I get that nervous energy, like, ooh, when this goes off, this ain't gonna be fun. This is not gonna be fun. Because I feel like somebody else came in. This person you don't like seems to have won that person over. There's a friend energy. Well, there might be more than this. It depends on your situation. It could be this person comes in as a lover to them. I don't know. I would stay away from it. I would just keep some distance from it if you can. If you can. Because I'm getting like this coming in is creating a huge change. There's other people coming in. That Three of Cups makes me feel like other people are also adding in with this situation really fast. I'm not exactly sure how that's coming in. It's very confusing. It could be family of this other person. It could be coworkers. It could be a friend group. But there's other people coming in with this, creating a lot of change. A lot of things happen very fast. When this happens, I don't feel like I know what to do with it. Part of me is kind of like, yeah, so-and-so who I don't really care for that much. Like, I don't like hanging out with them. They got some BS going on in their life. This new person coming in seems to have fallen for it. How long can that last? You might be saying to yourself, how long can this last? Ten of Wands, half in, half out. And the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to depend on your situation. The Wheel of Fortune especially. Sooner or later, whoever this person is, and don't get caught up in the gender, I just want to keep reminding y'all that they're going to figure it out. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty when they do. This is somebody who, when they figure out that they've been duped, that's the button. That's the button, and they're going to explode. It's not going to be pretty. I highly recommend staying away from it. I highly do. Because this is also the person that may resist seeing the truth because they don't want to believe it. And they can go very hard on that. Kind of like, this, no. In the sense that where they may try to force the person that they're connected with, the person that you already know is not the best. They might be trying to force that person to be what they want them to be, but sooner or later that won't hold water. So this can be a brutal person. This can be a very fun person. This can be a very brutal person. They got kind of those two switches. I like that energy usually. That's a bad idea to screw that person over, and I feel like the person who's doing it is going to have an issue. It's making me like physically nervous. I'm like, ooh, like it's going to come off the walls. It's going to come off the walls. It's going to be bad. I keep getting that, like it's going to be bad. So with this coming forward, Sooner or later it will come apart. When it does, there's stress. Ten of Wands shows up again. High Priestess comes in. They're not gonna last. I don't know how long they're gonna last. I really don't. But I feel like they're gonna want to know the truth from you. I don't think you want to be involved with this. I feel like it's kind of like, hey, you decided you had to be a part of that. That's your problem. I don't think you want to be a part of this. I just don't. They're going to want information from you. It's up to you whether you give it or not. I feel like your first reaction is going to be like, ooh, no. no. I don't need to be a part of that. I feel like that's my knee-jerk reaction. Like, nope. Taurus has been pigeon-held. Taurus is known for not moving very quick, but there's certain things you will move quick on. And a no is a quick one sometimes. Like a no. Taurus sometimes gets that stigma, like that Taurans don't move very quick, but there's certain things you will move fast on, and that might be one of them. Kind of like a no. This person needs some help. I don't think this person's going to be brutal to you, but if you help them, because they need to know some truths, I feel like things come together in a benefit to you that will long-term mean a lot to you. There might be some commonalities where you actually might make a friendship out of this. You may be surprised about that, because this person is definitely different from you. Definitely. But like coming together with this person, coming in, working with this person as a team, making that one effort, that's not actually what that card is supposed to mean, but that's what I'm feeling and I'm running with it. Self-reflection, they might bring more information towards you that you didn't have that might be extremely beneficial to you. Keep that in mind. Because this person knows things and they don't play, this other person's ticking them off. And one of the ways they get revenge is by empowering you so that you can get the better of them as well. Which is not bad, in my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. You decide for yourself. That might be what goes on there, because I'm getting like the advice here. Talk with this person. Work with them. Because this might shift the whole situation to your power, to your benefit, to a place where you can get what you need, what you deserve out of it, and make this work out right finally. I don't know who this person, this third-party person is, who, again, in the beginning, I feel like you don't really care for them, in the sense of, like, you don't want to hang out with them, but you do care what happens to them for whatever reason. This could put you in a power position where you don't, it isn't as heavy. It isn't as heavy, it's like lessening a burden. It's kind of like, if you can only carry 100 pounds, this person has been taking up 60 of it for the longest time. And you might get this down to like 30 or 20 pounds. So that extra weight can go somewhere else and you can like use it for better things. So this could really bring down the burden of somebody else for you, if that makes sense. Hopefully I get that in the correct way. I keep getting like, when this person's mad, it's not fun. I don't see them coming at you, just to be fair. But you might see them going off, or might hear about what they've gone off about, and that might make some tension there. Kind of like, oh, I don't want anything to do with that. I don't see them coming at you. They're also very forthcoming. Like, they will admit, I feel like this is also an energy that will admit, like, okay, I blew up on so-and-so, and there were some people around that didn't deserve to have to go through that, and they'll admit to that, but they won't apologize for giving that person who deserved it what for, but they will acknowledge, kind of like, yeah, I didn't need to do that in front of those people. They will acknowledge things if you need them to, just to be fair. So, like, this person they're about honesty, but they also don't have tolerance for people who lied to them, and that is a button. And I feel like they're going to look at this person as if they lied to them. So I don't see this person like venting at you, just to be fair, in case that matters. Anything else here? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.